Good afternoon, Americans. This is your private alien in Baba here on the morning of Thursday, May 20th, 2021. And here's an editorial on the Palestine mess. Everybody's clamoring for ceasefire! Including our illustrious president, Mr. Sleepy Joe. Yeah, he's sleeping on the job, though. And he shouldn't be involved in this mess. He shouldn't even be harassing Israel. And you guys that hate Israel, stop it. Israel has a right to defend itself. And this is a problem created by you. Because, yes, you had a right to gripe at the United Nations under Rule 181, but that's past and gone. Now we got to deal with today. You're not going to get that back. Okay? You had no choice. Israel had no choice on how Israel was done, how Jordan was done, and how the Palestinians were done. Okay? That was done by stupid people like the British and the United Nations. So forget about that. We got to deal with today. And today, you got the West Bank and you got Gaza. And Israel and Jordan, which is what used to be Palestine. And then you got external powers that are fighting each other, Iran and Saudi Arabia, for control of the Muslim world. And here's what you dum-dums who are protesting here in the United States don't understand. Iran's got a strategy here to get this done. Number one, they know that Saudi Arabia hates Israel and doesn't want any contact with the Israeli state. They're using that to their advantage. So what they're doing is Hamas needs help. So hey, I can give you billions of dollars here, Hamas. Yo-ho! Let's get you all these rockets that you need, all the fighters that you need. I'll even supply Republican guards if you want. And Hamas will have no choice but to accept the Republican guards soon. They have entrenched themselves in Gaza. West Bank, not so much, because the West Bankers in the Gaza Strip have more or less gone their separate ways since 1948. And this is the problem. Another country that was founded in 1948, North and South Korea. And look at the problem that they have. And their people are starting to speak different types of the same language. Pretty soon they won't be able to communicate with each other because they're speaking two different languages. It's like you have a Kiwi trying to speak to an American, and that's worse than an Aussie. You ever heard a Kiwi speak? Yeah. Well, that's what you're having here, and that's the problem that the West Bank and Gaza have. They got two different ways of thinking there. They were Palestinians at one time, yes, but that's generations removed since 1948 now. You're looking at over 70 years, almost 75 coming up to, 75 years, since all this mess happened. That's 3 generations. 3. And the current generation doesn't understand what the hell happened in 1948. Do ya? I don't think the original generation understood what happened in 1948. From the Israelis or the Palestinians or the Arabs. They didn't know what was going on. The one person that did was the Prime Minister of India, Nehru, who told in no uncertain terms he was voting no because of the situation there that happened to him in India with Pakistan. There was 3 items created there, just like there was with Israel. In Pakistan, you had India proper, or the Mandate of India, as they used to call it, was divided into India, West Pakistan, and East Pakistan. Just like Palestine was divided into Jordan, Israel, and the West Bank and Gaza. Yeah. Well, what happened in the Indian partition? West Pakistan could not control East Pakistan because you had hostile territory of India, 1,000 miles of it there. Same in what happened there in 1971. Bangladesh declared their independence and became Bangladesh, East Pakistan. So now you got two Muslim states. West Pakistan, now Pakistan, and the People's Republic of Bangladesh. Yeah. So what did you got in the Palestine situation? The same thing. 70 years. The West Bankers are different than the Gaza guys. And Iran knows this, and it's trying to get it faster because they know the longer they wait, the more harder they'll have the problem. And here's what they're trying to get at Saudi Arabia. And, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia and King, yo-ho, better listen to this. If they get control of Hamas and the Gaza Strip, Egypt is a very vulnerable country right now, and its northern border with Gaza is an open, porous country there. Iran can go right through Egypt there and be on your Red Sea side and no problem at all. So then they'll have the Gulf side and the Red Sea side all ready to attack. Yeah. If they can get the West Bankers, Israel will have two wars to fight. The West Bank War and the Gaza. And don't forget Jordan. King Abdullah has a nice state, but it doesn't have a good army. A few of those Republican guards in the West Bank can really do wonders and eliminate the Jordan Air Force and Army in nothing flat. And Iran can attack Israel. So Israel will have not only to worry about that, you're going to have to worry about all his borders and Iran. And if Iran gains control of Jordan, like it has trying to get control of Iraq, you have all that long border with Jordan to worry about, Saudi Arabia, on your north side, along with the northeast border that you have with Iraqi. Yeah. See what I mean there, Princey and King of Saudi Arabia? Yoo-hoo! Therefore, this is what I'm saying. You should be the silent broker here. Jordan and Egypt have a treaty with Israel. Use it to your advantage. And use their system to tell the Israelis that you will eventually accept their right to exist. You have no choice. You have to. And that your response to them is to accept the Palestinians' right to exist. If they do that, you can become a silent broker and really make Iran's life hell. This is your favorite alien and Bubba. On today's commentary, good day.